I met a gypsy.
To be on the supercars side of things, I'm sure there's a lot of moving parts, and I'm sure that it's harder than people think. Yep. But like you said, to listen to drivers, and there's people out there like yourself that have got years of experience in these cars and in the series, and it's like, I feel like you guys probably have a pretty solid idea,
Yeah, it's like the cars look amazing, and the flames and everything, and that became the joke, because that ended up being one of the better things about it. So hopefully, they have such an amazing concept, and when you driving the prototype last year, there were some good things about it, and then everyone wanted their own thing, and trying to make an own roll bar system, and the cars would have been better with roll bars, but the system didn't get made in time by one of the teams, so that's the reason it doesn't have roll bars. And that's they sold the story, it'll be better without roll bars. So just being more open to everyone, and now we got guys under the car during a pit stop getting burnt. One of the guys got burnt laying under the car trying to change a roll bar, stuff like that. So I think just being a bit more transparent would be good.
Yeah. And so if let's say you just get given a magic wand, and you're like, okay, Giz, here's the wand. You can do 5 things to the cars or to the series on your way out, just to sprinkle some dust on us. Like, what would you do?
Oh, that's put me on the spot. The first thing I'd do is rebrand it. I'd rebrand it back to V8 Supercars.
V8s, yeah, let's go.
Yeah. And then I'd do the wind tunnel testing for parity, which they're doing. I put a different type of Dunlop on it. Dunlop has been a huge supporter of the series, and they've kept the cost down, but the tires have fallen behind because of it. So I'd put, even if you had to spend a bit more money, you'd make a better tire that could handle the heat, handle some pushing, but then you just give people less of them to offset the cost of it, or just spend more money on tires. They're the most important part of a race car. And they would make the racing much better. From
karting to F1.
Yep, exactly. And then I'll probably get rid of all the fuel drop stuff. They brag about how the engines are so much closer than ever. So why do they put us in a box with the fuel drop? If you could change the start level or change how much you had to put in, you'd bring in fuel saving, trying to have different levels of pit stops. Or how many pit stops. I think that would make the racing much better. Is that 4? I don't know about it.
Yeah, let's say 4. Yeah.
Yeah, 4 will do. That's probably the 4 biggest things. And that would, those things instantly would make good change, I think.
And I mean, it doesn't sound like crazy stuff.
No,
it's not like you're trying to reinvent the series.
Yeah, I think those are the biggest problem. Dunlop can make good tires. Like they kill it in all the tires or all the competitions where it's an open tire. So, the technology is there. We just need to use it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it makes sense. And so I guess to then zoom out on like your own career and to look back at some of your favorite moments in supercars, like what are some of the things that, and they might not even be victories, maybe it's people, friendships, like, when you kind of look back, what's some of the highlights of being a V8 supercar driver?
Yeah, well, the biggest one, or one of the biggest things, is actually just being that. Like, that was my dream when I was a kid, going out to Pukekohe when I was younger, and it's just what I wanted to be. I wanted to be like Greg Murphy and Jason Richards and Paul Radisich, and getting to do that as my job, I guess, was it's been a dream to be a professional race car driver in V8 supercars. So yeah, I've had a ball and loved it. But if I had to pick a moment, it would be Pukekohe last year.
Yeah, really?
The way that last day went. I got pole in the first race, and the car was amazing. And then the second race, I mucked it up. So I thought, that's it. I think we were 8th or 9th. And then, won the first race. And it was a pretty awesome race. I had some battles with Will and Chaz, and managed to put them in some good spots and kept myself up front. And then that last race, just how it all fell into place. I thought, we'll just try and get a good result. Hopefully make the podium would be awesome for the last one, and maybe get the JR trophy. But, we drove. Everything just fell into place there. And Will had the pit stop problem, and then we ran a bit long, came out, and had a good battle with Brock out of the pits, and then won that last race with an epic battle with Cam. And then just seeing the crowd after I made the pass, the crowd went up, and when I finished the race, Murph was the first guy there, and I did the good skid first and everything, and then just having my family, my friends there, the JR trophy, and Andrew Edwards winning that. Like, he'd worked with JR in the past, and he got chosen as the team rep to go up on the podium, and just seeing how emotional he was, how much that meant to him. Like, it was one of the coolest days in racing I've ever had by far. It was really cool, and it's a track that it will never happen again at. The track's gone now. Yeah,
man, that is a pretty epic day, and just to be at home, like, I think it's sometimes maybe you think, when you're from New Zealand, like New Zealand, Australia, potato, but I mean, you left your family, you left your friends, you left your home to go and race. So it's like, when you do get a chance to do something like that at home in front of your people, your friends, like a place that you spent so much time going, like, that is pretty special.
Yeah, and Murph always used to talk about it. The crowd's worth 2/10, or Nigel Mansell used to say that it's worth half a second, and it's all in your head, I guess, but you do get that lift, you get the motivation.
Oh,
and
for sure.
Yeah, like, even passing people, I think I passed Reynolds at the hairpin, and we were together, and there's a little grandstand on the left. I just saw that because I went to check the mirror and looked left, and I just saw that grandstand erupt. Like, it was pretty cool. So and it does spur you on in the moment, and it's a hard feeling to replicate.
We're excited to announce the launch of our new membership site, gypsytales.com, packed with exclusive content and perks that you won't find anywhere else. This is your chance to become a part of the Gypsy Gang, and as a special bonus, if you sign up to an annual membership, you'll be entered into the draw to win our custom-built TC125. Gypsy Gang.